I literally bathe myself in dry shampoo, so go ahead, judge me, judge my greased up hair, okay? It's healthy. It is healthy. I'm doing a podcast. I that's a thing now, I guess. And it's really fun. I'm still like trying to learn all like the etiquette and the do's and the don'ts of podcasting, and I do it with my friend Peter, and we recently reviewed my favorite movie, Night at the Roxbury. You should definitely go listen to it on followingfilms.com. I'll leave the first link down in the description. So if you've watched my videos before about guys and the male sex and things and all that, you'll know that I'm not the slickest with guys, okay? And it's a very rare occurrence that I can lock one in when I hunt down the prey. What the heck, that's really weird. This video definitely just turned into National Geographic for a second. It can be kind of confusing sometimes. A lot of the times I confuse it with just being really nice, wanting to be my friend, but really, we all know how guys work, okay? You're not that hard to figure out. Just kidding, you're actually very hard to figure out. And that's why I'm here to help you today. If you're having a problem, or 10, with a guy that you like, or I don't know, maybe you don't have to like him back. You may or may not know if he likes you, and I'm gonna explain all of the tricks and stuff like that, and so you know if he likes you. The first thing he does is he's texting you, and it really just depends on the way he's texting you. If he's using emojis and stuff, and it really depends how often you talk to him. If you talk to him like every day pretty much, then yeah, I'm pretty sure he likes you, especially if he's like texting you first, sending good morning and all that, and he's asking you lots of questions about yourself, and he wants to get to know you, and he wants to know your likes and your dislikes and your hobbies. He tries to maybe relate to your likes in a way, like if you say you like tigers, he'll probably be like, oh my gosh, I totally saw a tiger yesterday when I went to 7-Eleven. It was a real tiger. And he's just the way he's texting you, like obviously he cares about how you're feeling and how your day's going and all that. So that is a really good way to know how he actually feels. And also he tries to like keep the conversation going, and he won't really cut it off short or anything. But if he's texting you at odd hours of the night and it's really spur of the moment and he's like, hey, let's hang out, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It might be a booty call. Also, if he talks about hanging out with you and doing things with you, as in like, say you wanted to go snowboarding really bad, and he'll mention like, oh, like I've been wanting to hit the slopes. I don't know anyone who actually says that. He says he wants to go snowboarding too. And so he'll maybe like try and make plans with you, or be like, hey, we should go snowboarding sometime. Like that sounds like a lot of fun. Anyways, he'll just kind of talk about doing activities and things with you in the future. And when you actually go to hang out with him, he might, I don't know like how all guys are, but from my experience, I know that most of the time the guy will pay, because it's just kind of like the polite thing to do. And I feel like in a way it's kind of like his way of being like, yeah, I can take care of you, like no big deal. Another thing you might notice if you're hanging out with him is when you're talking to him, you have his undivided attention. Like he's not on his phone or anything, or he's not looking off into the distance, or he's not looking around the room at anything. Like he's just focused on you, and he is listening to every word that you're saying. And that means like he's interested and he cares about what you're saying, so yeah. He's probably gonna compliment you. No, not probably, he will compliment you. He might compliment like, oh, you know, Emily, that olive green shirt looks fantastic on you, it brings out your eyes. And I almost feel like 8 times out of 10 it's gonna be about your appearance, because that's like the first thing he's gonna notice when he sees you. And obviously when you're talking, he's just gonna be looking at you the whole time, so yeah. when you're going to hang out with him, he might wear something that he feels like is appealing to you because he wants to attract you to him. Either it's him wearing like his favorite shirt or like a really expensive, good smelling cologne or something. It could be one of those. It could be a variation of some kind in that sense. I remember one time I was going to meet up to go get coffee with this person I met on OkCupid. And he was wearing a Sonic the Hedgehog shirt, and the first thing I said to him when I saw him was, "Oh my god, I have that same shirt." And he says to me, "Oh, I wore it because you said you like Sonic the Hedgehog in your bio." And that's something that guys pay attention to sometimes. It's interesting. If he has a talent or he's like known to be good at something, he might show it off a little bit in front of you. Especially if he's like super confident about it, if he's like good at art or cooking or rapping, I don't know. And I feel like that might be his way of just kind of like, hey, like, look what I can do. Kind of like Stuart from Mad TV.
Look what I can do!
Something that, I feel like it's kind of a theory of mine, but I feel like it makes a lot of sense. You've hung out with him a couple times alone, and you kind of know each other a little bit. He introduces you to people who are important to him, which could be his best friends, his brothers or sisters, or his parents. And I feel like that is kind of a way for a guy to like, where he's just kind of like, without really saying it, he's just kind of like, "Hey mom and dad, what do you think?" Just kind of getting like validation and approval of you, and obviously his loved ones and people who are close to him, like their opinions matter to him, so. And that's all I have for right now. If I do think of more, I'll probably make another video about it. If you think that's a good idea, let me know. This is gonna sound really crazy, but I have a goal to get this video to 1 like. Let's get it to at least 1 like, guys. I know we can do it. I feel like whenever people say don't forget to hit that subscribe button, it's like, okay, if I wanted to subscribe to you, I wouldn't have forgotten to subscribe to you. Like, I would have just pressed it without you telling me. I don't know, that's just kind of like, I don't know. Also, another thing I wanted to mention was thank you so much to 995 subscribers. I think it's insane that that many people actually give a shit about what I have to say. I don't know, it's humbling, it's nice, it's great, it makes me happy, and you guys are awesome, and thank you for watching my videos. Like, that's, I don't know. Alright, I don't know how else to end this video, so I can just like do whatever I want, literally.